beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone. I'm Priscilla, my buddy Heather next to me, and up top would be the Juno. Welcome, Juno.
Hey, happy Halloween almost.
Oh, I'm so excited to have you on tonight. I got my witch hat, so
Yeah.
I'm sporting it tonight. I love it, and Libby loves hers. I don't think she's sporting it at the moment, but that's okay.
Oh, you both look marvelous. Thank you for having me back. And
everybody looks marvelous.
I figured
Let's
I'd
read some cards
put one of
tonight.
these in. Sure.
Let's read some cards and let's sell some hats.
Sure. Whatever you say.
You have some hats available?
I do.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That'll be great.
I don't have new. I think I might have one new one. I'm not sure if there's one new one, but
Hi, T-Bar.
I've been filling orders. I got kind of overwhelmed with orders, and it's taken a lot to set things up to keep things going. But I'm dancing as fast as I can, everybody, and I appreciate all the interest and the support.
Got mine, so I'm a happy camper.
And that Priscilla's wearing the first one that I started. It's not the first one that I finished, but it's the first one that I started, and so it holds.
I like the muted colors.
Yeah.
It goes with so many of my tops, so many of my clothes.
Yeah, and it doesn't fight with your background.
And I wanted to welcome Maureen since it's her first time. Thank you for
Hey,
coming.
Maureen, welcome. And
Thanks.
Mary Thornberry, welcome. T-Bar, Butterfly Kisses Healing. Butterfly Kisses, I just love your little shorts. I have to tell you, I watch them all the time.
Yeah, they're great.
I love seeing the San Diego area.
Yeah.
Now I know places to go when I want to go there.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is that the love train? I'm here.
Yeah, it's a love train.
I'll be dancing.
It goes by. What I don't understand is why in the middle of the night, the guy that whoever is the engineer or the horn blower feels it necessary to not even give it a break, just blows it doesn't lay off. It's like it's the middle of the freaking night.
Yeah,
the next girlfriend here or something. They wake up. I don't know what it's all about, but
that's funny. Oh Lordy. So what have you been up to besides trying to pack hats and ship crystals and all that sort of stuff?
Well, it's when you live in a small place, you have to stay so organized. And I spend more time just moving stuff around to find other stuff. And so, and
then I lose the stuff I knew where it was.
Exactly. And I've lost track of a couple things I just had in my hand the other day. And I know they're here because I didn't throw anything out. So I know that they didn't go anywhere. And then I've had to get some more storage to get my shipping materials all in one. I spent this morning just wrangling bubble wrap and small boxes and the paper, all that good stuff, shipping envelopes. And so that's taken up a lot of time, and cleaning up, making hats as fast as I can make them. So the ones that I have tonight, if you guys have seen the other trunk shows, you might have seen these already, but we can show them. I don't know if you want to do them now or later, or whatever you say.
I'm good with either or. If you want to show a few, or
sure. We can break it up here and there.
I'm sorry. I had to answer my landlord because I blew a breaker, and I'm having to text him. He just called, and I just told him I can't answer him live.
Well, do you need to take that? You need to get your thing turned back on, or are you good?
No, it's in their garage.
Okay, cool.
He'll just pop it on, I'm sure. I won Juno's Mandela on Psychic. Been looking forward to receiving it. Ooh.
Yeah.
I have a couple of her Mandelas. Okay, why don't you show us a hat? If anybody, are you guys interested in some cool witch's hat? Oh my God, that's like Beetlejuice hat.
Yeah, this is my Beetlejuice version.
She didn't make my hat. Sorry, guys. I got this one someplace, and actually, as you can see, it's a flower petal. It's
cool.
Petals at the top.
I love that color.
Hey, MJ. I think that Beetlejuice hat is so cool. Yeah, I wish I had a closet that I could keep hats in.
I like looking down the inside of it.
Yes, that's very cool. The spiral in that. I love that.
It's like when you go in the movie, when you go down in the hallway is all wonky, and that's what it makes me think of. So,
and when I first saw it, I thought of Beetlejuice.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's inspiration. Absolutely. And I love black and white anyway. I love the contrast of black and white.
I do
So
too.
the hats that I'm showing are $120 each plus the shipping to wherever you're at. Um, and then if you're interested in them, you can just email me at junosees@gmail.com, JUNOSEES@gmail.com, and just tell me which hat that you're interested in. And most of them, if there's somebody who's interested, more than one person who wants a particular hat, I pretty much have enough yarn to, if there were two people, I could make it to match,
What are
So
you looking for, MJ, for, Tony?
Why would you think you're on the wrong channel? I'm not sure.
well, she might think because if we're simulcasting, I don't know.
Oh, right.
Either one works, guys. Thanks for tuning in. So this one I just did in denim. People who like denim wear a lot of
I
denim.
think that's clever.
Yeah. So I really break down if I buy
I
the
was
yarn.
just saying there's no one in the chat. Okay, then try hey Illumination Portal. How are you? And White Dragon.
Hey, White Dragon.
Hey,
Hey, Valerie.
You're on our I'm not quite sure why you don't see anybody. Try one of the other channels. Interesting.
Maybe nobody's chatting on my channel. I don't know how.
Sure, because it looks like it's on ours.
Yeah.
White Dragon. Oh, you are such a pill.
What did he say?
Hello, Crones and Juno. Here I thought, and all I see is at least good ones.
Yeah, he knows me. I've got to be different. Mine's not the normal witch's hat. Mine's more like an elf hat.
Okay. Yes, it is. It's adorable, though. Okay, I'm sorry, Juno. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. So I don't know. I'm not able to. I'm not on my channel. I'm learning how to do all this. So if someone's looking for me to respond on my channel in the chat, I don't know how. I can't do all that and fly this at the same time. So wing it. We'll just wing it. But yeah. So this is a denim one. So just different shades of denim. And these can be worn on any time of the year. They don't just have to be a Halloween hat.
No, I have a solid black one that's kind of a cotton knit, and I love that. And I've worn it many times. It had nothing to do with Halloween.
Yeah. They're a lot of fun. Here's one if you like purples, and they've got wire in the brim, so you can form them and shape them. Give them your own little personality. And the way the crocheting is done, like you can scrunch them down and you can pose them the way you want to give them a little extra shape, and you can put a little like tissue paper, not toilet paper, like tissue, like you wrap something like a fine garment in, it's lightweight, and if that might help if you want to give it some different personality and shape.
Now, that one reminds me of the sorting hat on Henry.
Yeah, the way it was
when you get it, slouchy, and yeah. So they're fun. I'll show you one more, and then we can do some cards. If anybody does anybody have questions?
Yeah, you guys, we're going to do cards.
Oh, T-Barb says they're on my channel, so that's good too.
They are. I see several of them from your channel.
Thanks for the feedback, guys.
See.
And I'll show this one too. Now I can see this one as being fun, even for Christmas, like an elfy kind of.
Oh, that's adorable with all the different colors.
Yeah, I like all the colors. It's the lightness of it. I like.
Yes.
Yeah. So they're evolving. I'm like I was doing the X's on there, and I ran across, if I do half an X, I get a heart. So then it's like, oh, let's put hearts on them now. So they're each, pretty unique.
They're very unique.
Yeah. So
you guys, we're gonna do cards. If anybody wants their cards read, please let us know, because that's what we're up to tonight. Or if there's a subject somebody wants to talk about, we'll be happy to chat about any subject.
Except politics.
Except for politics.
Yeah, we're not doing anything like that. And I got out my beloved dead deck, so I figured I'd keep with the Halloween spirit.
Fantastic.
I love this deck. I've had the most amazing readings. Even just in our practice this week, things that really come through. It's fascinating.
Our practice was amazing this week. And speaking of which, Beetlejuice came up, and I had fallen asleep to the Beetlejuice movie.
Yeah.
Night before, which I still haven't finished. Maybe I can finish it tonight.
Yeah, and as soon as I started, closed my eyes to do your reading, I saw that the door in the attic, the
I know, I
Beetlejuice
couldn't
door, when the
believe it.
doorknob, like the doorknob appeared, it was the whole thing, and then it led into the reading, but it was pretty cool.
Oh, give your granddaughter our love.
Yeah.
Valerie. She's with her granddaughter.
Yeah.
Her precious little
She's making
granddaughter.
pizza. Somebody else is making pumpkin bread. I just made ordinary bread today. So.
My landlady made muffins yesterday, pumpkin muffins with chocolate chips, little chocolate chips in it. So I nuked it for about 20 seconds. Who knew pumpkin and chocolate went together?
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah. I'll be right back. I'm here, but I
Okay.
gotta get
Okay.
And April makes great vegan stuff.
Well, she's a vegan chef. She cooks fantastic.
Yeah. So I've got a few recipes for some of the muffins there. They're good even if they are vegan and gluten free and no eggs.
Okay, nobody is saying they want their cards read. How strange. Strong.
Fun watching us being.
So when I went to the 5 teeth pulled on Tuesday.
Ouch.
Ouch. I am just getting over having a abscessed tooth and a root canal, and I thought I was going to die. I mean, I've been out of it for 2 weeks. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
Oil painter asked for one.
Hey, girl. Okay. MJ wants it.
And
White dragon.
And of course, white dragon.
So that's my favorite response now. Me.
So you can, for Maureen, even before you're going to the dentist, this can help doing ahead of time. And I do this when I'm in the chair. I'm holding my thumb and my index finger. It doesn't matter which side, you can do either way, whichever feels comfortable. And that harmonizes worry and fear. And this can really help. You've been doing this ahead of time. For me, a lot of times the worst part of the dental experience is the time between when I make the appointment and when my butt's in the chair. I'm reliving it over and over and over, and I'm not even there yet. This can really help. And whichever side it's on, you can do this before or after. Like say it's on my right side, so I'm just holding my jaw this way and taking my other hand and putting it on the inside of my opposite knee. So if it's my right hand, it's on the inside of my left knee.
Yep.
This can really help, and this can help the healing afterwards. It can help you have less pain, less swelling, less bleeding, need less pain medication, need less Novocaine. It can really, really help.
Oh my God, mine was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah, you had quite a
ordeal. I'm actually taking oil of oregano because I ran out. I completed the antibiotics. I still have a teaspoon size lump here. And so just in case all the infection is not gone, I'm taking oil of oregano. That stuff will kill anything. It's great stuff. Okay, ladies, let's see who we're going to read for.
So before you do that, I want to show you what I got because I went and got it off my refrigerator. Sure. I had to go to the post office yesterday and mail some packages, and I had to wait in line, so I got to look at all the stamps that were available. I don't normally buy stamps. I don't really
either, but I did it a couple of years ago.
Have you seen these?
No.
These are stamps.
They are so
freaking cute.
I love them.
They are.
Look at that. And they're round and they're happy and joyful, So anyway, if you're looking for some, I got them even just like I don't collect too many things, but I thought these are something I don't even want to use. I just want to save them because they're so
I know. Cool. I have some that I found in my file that I forgot I even had. That were like John Lennon, and I think the one with the guitar and the piece, that series of stamps. I was like, oh wow, these are cool. I don't want to use these. And put them back in the filing cabinet. Are they forever stamps? T-Barb's asking.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think so. I don't know. I think they all are anymore, aren't they?
I think so too.
Yeah, it's a forever stamp. It says forever where it says kudos. It says forever, and then on the back they've got them like the back of a pin.
That's cool.
Like the little metallic pin. So they are just the cutest things, you guys.
Those are cute.
And I love that they're round, something different,
Those are definitely different, and they look big compared to a normal stamp. Are they the
Yeah,
same
they
regular
are.
stamp size, or are they bigger?
They're bigger. They're
Oh,
bigger.
they look
Yeah.
bigger.
Maybe because they're round, they seem bigger. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so.
But they're really fun. So
Okay, we've got our. Oh no, the way I've got this done, I'm going to have to change it back to that. Sorry, to
Oh,
be able
wow.
to.
That's so cool, oil painter.
What is she saying?
She said she has John Oliver stamps when he issued stamps to save the post office. That's
Wow, cool. What? Oh, White Dragon. I'm going to address that in a minute.
What scent?
I'm getting frankincense and sandalwood.
Sandalwood, yes. But I was also getting, believe it or not, I was getting for the bays.
Lay down.
The sick bays. I was getting I may have to get it. I can't remember it.
What are we doing?
Answering the
I'm
question.
sorry. She has. Let me get that down.
Just a second. I'll go find out what that one is because I can't remember the name of it, and I should. I use it all the time.
Are we answering a question?
White Dragon, lavender or rose? I don't know. Those can be pretty strong. Rose has the vibration of unconditional love, which is nice. It has a really high vibration, but you just need a wee bit.
I got tea tree for the bed in the sick bay areas.
Okay, first reading is MJ. So I'm going to take off this banner because everybody knows we're reading, and we're going to read for MJ.
Something jumped out.
I've got too many decks.
Did she have any questions?
Never
have just a reading, a general reading.
Okay.
But I tell you what, I'm going to tell you what decks I'm using. I'm using the Sacred Rebels deck. I'm using 3 decks, and I'm doing 3 cards. Then I'm using the Seasons of the Witch because obviously. And then I'm using the Past Life Energy Oracle. Okay. What are you guys using?
I'm using my standard Metatron.
Cool.
The Fairy Tarot. And I'm trying to remember what that one is. But it's a standard deck that I'm always using it, guys. And I don't even remember the name of it tonight. Usually the name just pops out at me, but not tonight.
It's okay.
I'm using the Beloved Dead deck. I'm just keeping it simple and sticking with that.
I love that deck.
I also wanted to mention that last year, for every day of October, I did a video about something related to Halloween, and I've made a playlist of it now. So if you guys want to, if you didn't get to see it before, I go into like the history of things. I talk about ghosts and ghouls and goblins and gremlins and skeletons and all kinds of fun stuff. So you can just play the playlist, and have that in the background if you guys looking for some Halloween-y kind of stuff.
How fun.
It's just go to playlists on my channel and you'll see it there with I think it's got dogs dressed as ghosts in sheets. So that's how you know which playlist it is.
If you guys got yours?
Go ahead if you're ready.
Okay, so what I got, MJ, is that you are standing at a gate, and it's a beautiful card, but it's in yellows and greens, so of course it doesn't show up. And you have abundance and prosperity on either side. So if you decide to continue doing what you're doing, that's fine. If you decide you want to expand and go do something else, that's fine. Either way, it's a win-win for you. But they said also you need to set your boundaries every day, not just once in a while, but every day. And to make it so that you can set those boundaries more reasonably, they want you to do more research in what you're doing. Okay. Education, and by going to seminars or going to practices or going to things like this, where you can just sit back and relax, and apprenticeships, things that help you get practice of doing things. But they're saying you need to set your own boundaries or people take advantage of you. But the last card was the good one. It says, doesn't matter which direction you go, you're going to be fine. So
that's good, Juno.
Yeah. Well, the first card I got for MJ is the tribe card. And of course, I think we know who we're talking about there.
Hey, Jenny.
Interesting that it's all women. No offense, White Dragon, you're included. This is not exclusive of males. But just in this picture, I just think it's pretty cool how it's all these women. So there's your tribe. You come together with us. And I think this also says that even when we're not maybe live chatting or live streaming together, we're still connected. I think because so many of us, this is what we do every day. We stay connected. So we've always got that stream open and then shine. So it's your time to shine. I think that I know how I feel. I never felt I had much to shine about or the opportunity to do it till I met my tribe through this great YouTube situation that we've got going on, this great opportunity. So I just love her beautiful smile. So, and that's another thing, just smile, even if however you're feeling, how they say, fake it till you make it. Smiling helps you feel better. And then the next card I got was home. So this person is, she looks pretty relaxed sitting there, like she's pretty comfortable in her home.
I like her wings.
Yeah, aren't they cool? You guys, can you see them? Yeah. So she's looking pretty relaxed and taking it easy, and enjoying. Somebody who really enjoys being at home. Maybe you work from home. I know, I'm home 99% of the time. And then the next card I got is prophecy. So maybe, do like what we're doing. Maybe that's something for you to consider if you're interested in that you have the gift of prophecy. You see that she's got cards there. She's reading on the table. So that's
with her wings spread behind her too.
Yeah, I love that's something you can do from home, and you're connected to your tribe. So
that's pretty cool.
Well, I was going to say before we go, MJ was 420 was saying that she's retired, and I'm going. Then that we're busier now than we ever were when we were working.
So true. Okay, MJ. What I got first was the spider, and it says, "What a wild web we weave, dear child, a delicious mystery untamed." And what Spirit's asking you to do is go out and weave your spell for what you want to manifest, for your ideas. But weave that spell and then go hang out and let it happen while you're in tranquility with idyllic memories. Sit back, meditate, relax, let the magic happen through the universe. Because remember, manifestation goes in spirals. Everything about the universe is in spirals. Everything happens in spirals. No matter how much we want to go from point A to point B, there's always a gazillion in between for us, because that's just not how the universe works. So there is some really nice stuff coming your way. You just need to speak what it is that you want to manifest and then let it grow without trying to force it. Just sit back, relax, have a glass of wine and let it manifest, because the universe has your back. Lovely cards. All of those, ladies.
I like what Jenny said. It's re-careered rather than retired.
Career. That's so true. How many careers have you had? I've had about 5 since I've retired.
At the simultaneously,
So, yes, you're right.
That resonates, MJ. Let's see who's next. Oh, of course. Me. I love it.
Me. I'm just sending some good thoughts to Liz in Awe. She's down in the Caribbean there, and I know they've got some storms coming that way. And so
glad to see you here.
I'm glad you're able to reach us.
Yeah.
Hi, Mary Ellen. I'll star you. No worries, my dear. Nice to see you here. Okay, you want to know? I will star that. Okay, the oil painter.
Seems like forever since I've been with you guys. It's so nice to be invited back. Thank you so much.
It's so nice to see you here. And it's so fun to be able to wear your hat.
Thanks.
I love it.
They are fun. They make me happy just making them and sharing them. And let me show a couple more while we're.
Yeah, why don't you show a couple more if you have time? A moment. I'm still shuffling, so.
Well, this one.
Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't that cool? It's a wool one, so probably like maybe not, somebody who lives where it's colder maybe would, but not that it really matters that much. But yeah, so it's one of my favorite ones. I don't know if it's because it's the turquoise, but and then here's another black and white.
Me too, NJ.
What's that?
No wine, 420.
Oh, yeah. So this one is bigger. This would probably be more for a guy. Sometimes they come out their own way, and I'm learning as I go. And then I know Diana's got her eye on this one. This is, and I have more yarn like this to make this. So this is really nice shades of like a light lavender. Doesn't really come off perfectly on the camera, and it's kind of a soft. It's acrylic, but it's got a nice fuzziness to it. So if you like a soft fuzzy hat, that's a good choice. So anyway.
Well, there's your answer, oil painter. Yes, indeedy. Hey, Ruby Red Slippers. How's Miss Elizabeth today? We're doing readings if you guys are interested. We just decided to do readings and sell a couple of hats.
And the way everybody
here, and we're so cute in them.
So they'll just, for new people, if they came in, the hats are $120 plus shipping. And the way you transact a deal, place an order with me is to send me an email at junosees@gmail.com, junosees@gmail.com, and let me know which hat you're interested in. And for the most part, if two people wanted the same hat, I've got enough yarn to make more, so that would go along.
Ooh, this is good. Juno, now that I saw that turquoise and gray, my eyes started to twinkle from oil painter. Well, you know her email, so you know how to get hold of her. Brilliant. Okay, you guys ready? Juno?
You want me to go? Okay.
I prefer the guest to go first if you don't mind.
Well, thank you. So for White Dragon, me. I wonder if he's an opera singer. The first card I got was Academic. Sorry about the shine here. What do we do, right? The glare. So here's quite a dapper gentleman. This is
dapper.
Who, an intellectual, somebody who researches, and they're very sharp. And I would think that that's a good description of White Dragon. He's on top of it. The next card I got, it's an active love card, and it is yes or no. So there's not much of an answer to your question. You get yes or no, which I guess could be a maybe. This is interesting. This guy, he's got all these different puppets that he's playing with. So I can see, and they're all varied characters, and I kind of see this as White Dragon and his galactic friends.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Yeah. So yes and no, I would say that's kind of like, there's a lot of different species or race. I don't know what the word is. Types of aliens, types of ETs out there. So
species, I would think.
Yeah, galactic beings. So some answers, would be yes for some and no for, that's how I see the yes and no. Next card I got active love is as is. So that's pretty curious. There's somebody sitting there with their, kind of look, maybe I would think kind of in a meditative state. Let's see. Not really yoga position, but they look very meditative. And to me, that's like how we connect, is when we get into that zone, into that space where we're really meditative and as is. So to me, that's saying like when when we're in that state and we're communicating with these other beings, it's, you know, it's as is. We're like like our vibration. I don't know if that's making sense, but kind of like our vibration is high enough that they can communicate with us. So we're even though we're in these bodies as is, we're spiritually in a different place where we can connect with them. And then the last card I got, so fun, I got play. You know, so this is telling me have fun with it, don't take it too seriously, and play, and maybe about finding some playful galactic beings that are, you know, not negative, because sometimes the tricksters want to play too. But yeah, so have fun with it all. I know you keep us entertained, White Dragon, so thank you, thank you. Hope you liked it.
Go ahead, Heather. Oh, sorry, I muted you.
I don't know why. There was no noise.
Because somehow your microphone causes static, and I don't know
Weird.
why.
How weird.
But it has for months.
All right. So the first card, this, and I laughed because you got the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and they're wanting you to be, everything that's going to be happening is going to take a lot of your creativity and the intimacy that you have, the knowledge of what you need to do. So you're needing that. And they're saying in order to do that, you're going to have to recognize all the strength that you've got. Is that a train or something? Okay. Anyway. I
muted it.
Okay. It's you end up having to forgive a lot of stuff and embrace a lot of stuff. And the one thing you have to realize is how wonderful you are. So in your creativity, don't hold back. You've got it. And they said, when you get done doing what you need to do for the creativity and uses your strength to do all that, then you need to take a break and just relax. Okay.
As busy as he is. Okay, so I got some interesting cards. First off, your leadership skills, person of authority. You have the high vibration and the knowledge and strength to be the leader that you are off planet, I guess I could say. But reflect, it's time to do some reflection. Be wary of things you believe to see with eyes wide shut, for they are mirrors of the maddened truths only spoken with a bleeding tongue. So you need to make sure during your meditations or whatever, your reflections, that you are not stuck in any particular pattern, that you need to break out of any. Actually, it's shadow work. It really is shadow work that needs to be done to break free of a particular pattern. And I don't know what that pattern is. Only you know that. Because the next card is release the dark wound and let love live. You are so important. You are such a sweetheart inside. You need to love yourself as much as other people love you. You need, and going within and getting rid of whatever that thing is that you got from childhood. And that's what I'm getting. It's something that happened in childhood that you just can't let go of. And you need to be able to do the job that you want to do, the job that you know you can do, the job you are here for. You need to do a little bit of shadow work and let whatever this is go. I hope that makes sense. Cool. Okay. Let's see who's next. Maureen. She'd like a message from her Aunt Karen.
Ooh, okay.
Do we need cards for that? Thanks, everybody, for being here tonight. It's lovely to spend the evening with you. It's lovely to get to spend the evening with our friend Juno too.
Yeah, I kind of took about a 6-week hiatus there with stuff going on, but I'm getting back into the swing, but it takes a little longer than you realize sometimes, but
Yeah, it does sometimes.
but it's starting to get easier. And I've been hustling to get things, the things that have been ordered and custom things for in time for Halloween. So I've been kind of
Rushed.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
That was almost the whole day.
Well, the message I got, because I asked if there was a message, and then 2 cards fell out, so I assumed that this had to do with it. And the first one was chakra light body. And I'm getting the impression that you don't have that much faith in you. You don't believe in yourself. And you need to know that you are a light body. And not only that, you have invitations to go through the dimensional gateways. You just have to let yourself do it. I get the impression from them that they don't feel like you are confident enough yet. That you need to be more confident because all these things are waiting for you, but you just haven't recognized yourself as being as good as you are. And she's saying, you're better than what you think you are.
Yeah.
Okay, Juno.
Well, when I was shuffling, these cards flew out of the deck, so I'm going to go with those. The first one I got is compass. So to me, that's talking about, focusing, like the direction that you want to go in. Pay attention to where you're going or where you're putting your focus. And this one is interesting because her wings almost form like a total circle around her, which is really different from what the other cards have. Which also makes me think of the Wheel of Fortune card. And then I got the card of peace. So focus on peace. Look at this beautiful woman's face. She's just so just serene and content, and she's dressed very comfortably. Whatever it takes for you to find peace. Sometimes it's getting out of that shirt you're wearing that's got a tag in the back. You know what I mean? That like the shirt's really comfortable, but it's that tag, that little tiny space on the back of your neck, and it ruins your whole day. Or your socks are too tight or something like that. Sometimes we don't realize, we don't think about it. We're just so busy. We're kind of tuned out. And then at the end of the day, we think, why does this hurt? And why does that hurt? Sometimes it's just the clothes that you're wearing. And even the clothes that you're wearing, the psychic clothes you're wearing, whatever mood that you put on that day. A lot of times we bring it on ourselves, right? So then the last card was act of love, self-care. So your Aunt Karen is telling she's asking you to focus on peace and bringing in the self-care part. These women all look very calm and relaxed. And, if you're feeling a little bit out of sorts or I don't know why anybody would feel any kind of stress these days, but
me neither.
You are. So she's saying, the peace and the calmness is there. Just reach out for it. It's there. And she's sending that energy to you to surround yourself in. She says, just inhale that, receive those breaths and exhale the toxins and that know that she's with you when you do that.
Well, I got this great card, Pandora. Pandora's Gift. I love this card. I'm going to read this because most people don't know who Pandora truly was. Mm-hmm. There's a mythic woman much maligned throughout history whose name means all gifted. Pandora lives within us as our curious nature yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. So Pandora's box is knowledge, and that knowledge is within you. And the isolation that you're feeling can be dispersed through your trusting in yourself, believing in yourself more. You have amazing abilities. You just need to start trusting what you're feeling, what you're hearing, what you're seeing, and come out of this isolation you've put yourself in is what I'm getting, and that join the tribe, because your tribe has felt the same way too, and there are people there that can listen and help you. And classes, I mean, there's just so much opportunity out there for us now, and that's what she wants you to know.
Very nice.
Thanks, Aunt Karen.
Nice energy she had.
And Mary Ellen's here. Hi, Mary Ellen. Excuse me. My dog wants to go walking so bad. She's been in this room every 30 seconds since we started. Staring at me, giving me the dirty look.
Giving you the hairy eyeball.
Mm-hmm. Lay down. That's a good girl. Go lay down.
So, White Dragon, were you crocheting? Is that what you were doing? You said he made a Doctor Who scarf.
He said he learned one stitch.
One stitch, one knot. Yeah. I don't know if he was knitting or crocheting or macrameing, but
I don't think he knows. Okay.
Ooh. These cards are so slippery and it's a fat deck. I'm out of practice. PJ. Let's see what we got here.
Whoever's ready can go first anytime. Don't let me hold you back. Heather, you're always ready.
She's muted.
I am muted. Sorry.
I was going to say that when you were talking about macrame, I used to teach that to junior high kids.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
I use those 2 long needles and watch some YouTube videos.
Oh, so he knitted. Yeah, he was knitting. That's awesome.
knitting. Okay, macrame is not.
I love that. Those 2 long needles.
Yeah, I know. When I did an outdoor nighttime art show about 10 years ago in the winter. Well, it's Arizona, but it's still cold at night. I had gloves on and I had lighted knitting needles, and I was knitting with lighted knitting needles in the dark with gloves on.
That's crazy.
I was like,
I love
it's like the Olympics of knitting, you know?
Yeah, no shit. That's funny. Okay, what do I got here?
You want me to go?
Yeah, please.
Well, the first card I got for MEJ, Mary Ellen, is the absence card. So here's a picture. Now, this deck was made by someone who she collected old photographs from people that she knew, you know, that shared pictures, family members or whatever. And so that's how these cards were created. So this is how the picture, I mean, she added the wings to all the cards. Yeah, but I just think it's interesting, the characters. So is there somebody that you're missing or feeling the absence of someone? You know, maybe someone, and I see there's a young child with them. I don't know if this would be somebody who's on the other side, possibly.
Interesting. Look what I got.
What's it say?
Parent, child, family.
Oh, look at that. So, you know, this could be somebody who's watching over you from the other side, and maybe you're just feeling their absence. And then the next card I got was Explorer. So here's quite the intrepid character. He's all dressed in his, you know, to be cold. So I don't know if this is somebody who passed away while they were out doing something out in nature, exploring, or if there's any connection that way, or maybe you're an explorer. And an explorer doesn't have to be somebody who's, you know, going to the North Pole. It can be, you can be an explorer and sitting right in your own home, you know, especially with YouTube and internet and everything. Or even just through meditation, there's a lot we can explore. I've learned so there, you know, now that I'm connected to all the universe and the angels and all of them out there, it's like, man, there's, you know, we're explorers all the time and we're doing this work. I don't like that word work. It doesn't feel like work, you know.
It doesn't feel like work at all.
It's enjoyable. The next card I got was the act of love, and it says be you. So
I love that.
I just love this card. This person, I can't tell, they're very androgynous. Like, you know, they're they're kind of feminine looking, but they're kind of masculine looking, so it really doesn't matter. But be you, embrace yourself however you are. Like
that is.
I have I didn't show them this time, but I make scarves that have skulls in them, but you don't they're crocheted, so unless you really know it's there, it's kind of like you get your little Halloween freak on any time of year if you want. You're wearing that, it's just kind of a fun way to have. I like having little hidden secrets like that with things.
Yeah.
Or I with most of my art, I like to put little hidden messages in them. So, but that's my thing of get my how I express myself. And then the next one is backstory. So looking at what those other two cards were at the beginning, the absence and the explorer, is there a story to tell? I don't know if there's a connection maybe to an ancestor that you have or somebody who passed on, and maybe they had a very interesting story. Maybe they have I don't know if there was a book written about them, or there's some extensive diaries somewhere, or even you channeling them, bringing in, if you're interested in doing that, somebody that you could reach out to and then maybe find out what's this absence about. Ask for some more clarity on who that person is. And if this isn't somebody in your personal life, this may be somebody who's reaching out to you who did these things, but they know that you're reaching out in that energy and they feel like you're a connection to bring those messages through. So let us know if anything comes of that. If you find anyone.
Go ahead, Heather.
Well, actually, and it's because all three cards ended up like this, I'm thinking you really need to take care, because the very first card was storm warnings, and there are clouds on the horizon. The second card was, this is a wake-up call. Take a look at what's going around you. Listen and take note. And also take time to review everything. All the details, look at them carefully. You're going to win in the end, but you need to make sure that you're watching out for things. You're listening and observing and doing your research. And as long as you're doing all those things, everything's going to be just fine.
Okay, I don't know which card. This has to do with something to do with family. And I, of course, have no idea. And it says parent-child on the card, so it may be an issue. She seems to be very happy. But the next card shows up, divination. Take a breath, take it twice. Insightful reflections are guided by light. So if there's an issue with your a child or someone in the family, look for the light. Yeah, don't go with the fear. Go with the whatever is the love, and go softly, softly. This is a situation that needs to be taken care of very gently. That's what makes me feel like it's a younger person that it has to do with. I'm not sure, but you've got the answer. You just have to see it from a different perspective, get a little bit higher perspective than what's going on in the moment, and you'll get the answer.
And I did want to comment that younger people, to us, could be in their 20s or 30s.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I wasn't thinking of children. I was thinking of grown-up children.
Young adults.
Yeah. At least that's what it was coming around. That was just me, but then I have young adults around me that I don't understand at all.
That's pretty cool. You stuck with that for 5 months to complete it. You got
my granddaughter's having health issues. Okay. That makes sense. Mine too, honey. My heart goes out.
Keep a careful watch on what's going on and how they're being treated, and do your research on whatever it is, and everything will be okay.
Yeah, because you're gonna be the light there. You're gonna be the one that knows what to do.
Yeah.
And you might, you could also ask for guidance from the other side too, if
absolutely
feeling stuck.
Raphael will always help.
Mm-hmm.
Michael, of course,
and Mary.
And my best friend Al. Jesus.
I was just going to say Jesus.
Jesus, oh my God, he's just right there when you want him. He's never thought I'd say that, but Lordy. Life is good. I hope we all send healing energy to your granddaughter, honey.
Most definitely, with her permission. Yeah.
Okay. The last one we have is oil painter, and I think we already know the answer to that. But let's just throw some cards anyway. We'll throw some cards not on that because you've got your answer, I guess, right?
Sure.
Taking a class like that is always beneficial.
Yeah, I don't see how it couldn't be beneficial. And from what White Dragon said, definitely do it. So, but first of all, we'll play with the cards and see what they have to say.
I was applauding White Dragon sticking with it for 5 months after work to complete that scarf. That says something.
It sure does.
You know, I think that's great. I love it. I remember Rosie Greer. Remember the big old football player back in the day? He would do needle.
He was a knitter, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Needlepoint.
Oh, needlepoint.
Needlepoint.
And,
Yeah.
and I did not have the patience for needlepoint. I just did not like it. I could embroider. I could crochet. I could knit. Needlepoint drove me
I could do the needlepoint because I could put the needle in the little hole. The others were I'd drop a stitch.
Yeah. That's why I like crocheting better than knitting. It's easier to.
Hey, Garnet.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to our Jenny? She didn't get any cards read.
So I got, for oil painter, the first card I got was appearance. Look at this guy. He's very dapper and he's wearing a hat. So, you know, and I know that you get all dolled up. I love the pictures that you send when you're doing your events. So this is something, you know, the appearance and the importance of your appearance. I don't mean in the sense of are you beautiful and are you perfectly dressed and everything like that, but it's like showing up, you know, make an appearance, show yourself, show who you are, share your gifts.
Oh,
sorry. It's okay.
I just keep throwing cards around. I can't hold on to cards tonight. Jenny says she's been outside saying goodbye to the comet. She got one last.
Oh,
she
good.
got some really good pictures of that.
Yeah, she did. Very cool. Then I got the Bohemian card, and I know
that's definitely her.
Yeah. This one card comes up for me a lot personally, you know, as a representation, being very much the old hippie and Bohemian style. She's got her long pipe there, sitting cross-legged. Now that's not me, but
lay down.
Last time I did that, I ended up in the hospital. But you know,
just do that again.
Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. But Bohemian, you know, that's acknowledging your lifestyle. So with the appearance card, you know, it's saying, you know, you represent yourself. Your appearance is that Bohemian, you know, and that's they're approving of that approach to what you're doing that way, that you exemplify who you are. You don't hide it. You're authentic. And then I got privilege. So here's a young man, looks kind of like military. And he's got that long stick or something in his hand, which reminds me of the pipe that the Bohemian girl is holding. So they could almost be related. So with the privilege card, you know, it's a privilege to swim in these waters that those of us who do this work swim in. It's a privilege to, you know, we all kind of march to our own drummer, so to speak, right? So we're out there, you know, kind of forging new pathways and maybe not doing things the way everybody else thinks we should. And we're pulling in old knowledge and everything. And I think that walking this path, even though it's not always easy, I think it's a privilege to be doing the work we're doing. And then the very Halloween-y, the last card we got is the haunted card. So here's this guy, there's the skulls up over him, and I don't see this as a bad or scary thing. He's sitting in the chair there. I think that this is, you know, acknowledging what you do. You know, you think of haunted, you think of working with beings on the other side, spirits on the other side. So all these cards seem to tell me that you're spot on doing what you're doing, that, you know, and if you want to if you feel drawn to take the Reiki course, do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What you say, Heather?
Well, I thought it was very appropriate that the first card that came up was fly free.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay? Do what you do and look at the future with hope and optimism. Don't worry about the future. Just do what you do and don't worry about it because things are going to be just fine. And basically it's saying happy changes are going to bring a relief for you. And your last card was the woman with a coin, which means that everything's going to work out well. Your health, the value of life is going to be higher. You don't need to worry about connections, and you don't need to worry about money. Everything will be just fine. Just be yourself, fly free. Do what
Yeah, I like that. I got Archangel. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I thought you were done.
Go ahead.
I got Archangel is it Raziel?
Raziel.
Inspiration, Mysteries, Akashic Records. We know you read the Akashic Records, but it's actually inspiration. Yes, absolutely. You should take this course. Your altar, you're on the altar already of healing. You keep your altar up to date with whatever's going on. A sacred devotion, a worship, skin deep, rising from the ash, the waters you keep. Yes, absolutely. But there's some allegiances that you need to release. Maybe some old fears around healing or something. But there's some allegiances that you need to release, and that can be people, thoughts, anything. It can be anything at all. But it obviously has to do with this additional Reiki and where you're going in the future. So just let go of any limiting beliefs that you have around the Reiki or around yourself, and bloody go for it and have fun.
Mm-hmm.
So there, I think you got your answer 3 square. Okay, and the last is Miss Jenny. Sweet Miss Jenny's here. Garnet had something interesting he learned. I just learned the surrealists made a deck of cards while escaping Nazi Europe at Port Marseille, Legende de Marseille. Have you all seen that deck? You haven't.
Well, is that the Marseille deck? The one that
must be. She says, "Thank you, ladies. So right on. You are all such great readers." Oh, how sweet. Oh. She says she reads in a haunted building on Anishinaabe, sacred ground. I could use Reiki big time for that. That place alone. Oh, absolutely.
Jenny.
And Miss Jenny's been taking photos of the I haven't even seen it once, the comet.
From where I'm at? Oh well.
There's 2. I don't have a view of the sky it's all trees.
Yeah, mine too. I just have these huge pine and those types of trees. Okay, we all need a black cat or a dog. I'll take a black cat.
Yeah.
I love
You want a black dog? I have a black dog.
Like you give her away?
No way, Jose.
Denise says, "Thank you, ladies. What you do, blessings. Always love and appreciate your work." And we love and appreciate each and every one of you.
Yes, we do.
It always makes a fun Saturday night, doesn't it?
Yes.
I've never been on, I don't think, with you guys in the evening.
The evening? Is this the first time you've done this?
Yeah, I like it.
I do too. I'm glad we changed.
Yeah. I had to reshuffle.
Who are we reading for? Oh, Jenny, my goodness.
I can go if you're ready.
Please do.
Okay, well, the very first card was a white for purity and innocence. And that is you. And they're saying, because that is you, you need to make sure you walk away from dishonest associations. Don't be afraid of having new associations. But you need to take a look at that to make sure that they are not infringing on you. And you will probably find somebody that will help you out a whole lot. This is the thinking woman, and it's somebody with a lot of wisdom. And it's not necessarily a woman. It could be a man. It's just a friend that's saying, you might want to think about this too. But all this is to help protect you in your purity and innocence. Okay?
Nice.
Sweet. Go ahead, Miss Juno.
Well, the first card I got was attention. So definitely. Yeah. And how interesting that there's a woman playing the bugle. You don't see that very often either, especially in that era of time. And she's not dressed in a military uniform of any sort. I don't know if women back then would have been, but
she looks more like a Confederate wife.
Yeah.
Like a Southern lady.
Yeah. So something that you need to pay attention to, and next card was hardship. So, there might be something that's coming up that's going to be challenging for you. So pay attention to it. And, knowing that it's coming, instead of getting all sphinctered about it, say, thank you for the forewarning. And I ask that you help me handle this with ease and grace, or, bring on the challenge and have it be lighter, or help me lift it. It's not going to be. And then the next card was perception. So I thought that really went along with it. It's how you perceive that hardship. You can make it out in your head to be something really terrible, or you can say, I can handle this. It's going to be okay. Oh, maybe they don't have eggs this week. You know what I mean? It could be something as simple as that, something that you're used to having access to, and then all of a sudden you can't go get it when you need it. Some people would think that's a hardship, but other people would be like, well, I'll just get them next time I go, or maybe they'll have them tomorrow. And then the next card was privilege. Again, it's a privilege to do this work. It's a privilege to know Ginny. I think she's a stellar person. I really have a lot of respect and admiration for her. So that, and also, stand in your privilege. If you're coming through this hardship, maybe you have to pull that card that's, maybe you have a sense of privilege somewhere. Maybe you have a little something up your sleeve that in a situation, people maybe didn't know that you had that going on. But you're privileged and you do have that, so don't be afraid to show it if you do. It's just, I love this perception card, how she's looking through that, whatever it is she's holding.
Yeah, that's clever how you've done that.
Like, so and look, and that also limits her vision. It's almost like putting blinders on in a way. Just focus in on the positive about it, and don't focus on the hard part about the hardship. It's a ship. It will take you to someplace new.
Interesting. Well, I got third harvest. Daughters of the woods, feel thy sacred swell with suppleness. Taste the gathering of honey's milk, filling your emptiness. And this is about Samhain and how this time of year is that final harvest of things that you're setting aside for winter, and it's actually a sign of abundance, that you have, your stores are full, and that's that sort of thing. And then we have passions and interests. It's talking about hobbies, sports, favorite pastimes. Do whatever it is that brings you joy, no matter what anybody else says. Bring it on, whatever makes you happy. Dream that beautiful dream. This is one of my favorite cards in the Sacred Rebel deck. You can see that it's the flower of life, and it also is showing the grid around the planet. And Jenny, you're that little star right there, providing energy and high vibration to Mother Earth and all the people that you know and that you meet and encounter. You have the gift. You have the gifts. You just need to focus on what brings you joy, and don't worry about anybody else. I know you're a retired lady, so you don't have to do anything for anybody anymore. Yay. We love retirement. Like Heather said, that we're busier than ever. But this is a beautiful card, beautiful energy. And actually, thank you for being on the planet.
I was just thinking about the word retired. Does that mean we're tired all over again? Retired.
Yeah, I think so sometimes. Okay, Jenny says, so sweet, Heather. Thank you. Juno, you're so generous. Priscilla, you're so wise and kind. Thank you all. I don't know about that, but thank you. Thank you, ladies, putting the kettle on in case I missed the goodbyes. We have one more person to read for that came in late. I'm sorry.
It's no
And
problem.
here we go, Miss Livianne. Let's
Yeah,
see what the
not
cards
a
say for
problem.
Miss Livianne.
I'm happy that you're here, Livianne.
And Tuesday, we're going to do a show on empowering women, how to empower each other.
We need that right now, you know?
We really do. Although I think the ladies are killing it out there. I really do.
I'll go ahead. I got, for Livianne, the first card I got was optimism. This is, she's just got such a sunny face. And here's another one where the background is, well, her wings aren't in a circle, but there's that big circle, that flower behind her. So, you know, either you're a really optimistic person at heart, or this is an indicator. If you're not, you can be, you know, it's all an inside job. I'm not saying that people don't have reasons to be sad or upset or anything, but the more you focus on being happy and optimistic, the better things get. And I say that from personal experience after spending, it only took me like 6 decades to figure it out. But once I did, it got a whole lot better. And it was all just me changing my perception. Nothing outside me changed until I changed my perception. And the next card I got is purpose. So you have a purpose here. You have a very important purpose here. This is a man, I don't know if it looks kind of maybe semi-religious, or maybe somebody who belonged to like the Moose Club or the Elks Club or one of those brotherhoods. And I know this is, you know, we male female isn't really important when we're reading the cards, but just describing this person. And maybe this is somebody that you know, or somebody who's looking out for you from the other side with purpose. The next card I got was religion. So I don't know if religion is something that's important to you, or if you had a religious matriarch, patriarch in your family, someone who, you know, could have been a reverend or a priest or anything of that sort. Or maybe religion plays a really important role in your life. Because these two cards kind of look, you know, they give me the same kind of vibe.
He looks like a what do you call him from back in the Middle Ages? The guy with the cross on his cape.
This guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, they're,
you know, the Crusader dudes.
The Crusader. Yeah. So maybe that's something that's important to you, or something that you're struggling with. Sometimes we are, you know, people say I'm a recovering alcoholic or Catholic. Sorry, I didn't mean to say alcoholic. Recovering Catholic. You know, people who've had such indoctrination through religion, and then when they get older, they break away from that and they find a new way. And then lovely card at the end, the peace card again.
Denise will answer it. Don't worry about it.
So, so maybe through your pursuit, you know, through religion and spirituality, this is how you find your peace. You know, I mean, look at those two cards on the ends, those nice bookends, optimism and peace. That makes me feel good just seeing those together. So I hope that's helpful.
Lovely. Heather? Oh, sorry. I don't know what's with the microphone. It's really weird.
So anyway, yes, and I agree that we will answer Denise's question. First of all, you have a lot, this is for Livianne, you have a lot of untapped energy, so much untapped energy. And they're saying, you know, if you're doing the Kundalini, you're probably blowing up so much. So, you know, that you need to release it. But they're also saying, quit trying to do everything yourself. You have so much untapped energy that you need to be able to use it. So you need to start asking other people for help. You don't need to do everything by yourself. That's very harmful for you. And that's part of what's making this energy build up. Okay. So you need to ask others for help, and working all together and playing together. All work and no play makes Jane a very dull girl. But they're saying if you will do that, then you're going to have a happy family. You are going to be happier. Your friends are going to be happier. Your family itself will be happier because the strain won't be there because there isn't so much excess energy being held back. You're getting help from other friends. You're doling out some of the jobs so that's not on your shoulders, all of it, and everybody will be happier. Okay?
Okay. Well, I've got be the hunter, not the hunted. And this actually is talking about victim mentality. So it's so and so's fault. It's so and so's fault. No, you have to take responsibility, but you also cannot be the victim and feel like everything's happening to you. People are doing things to you. You have to learn to feel safe, be your authentic self so that you can project the strength and be the hunter so that people won't bully, won't pick, won't gnaw at you when you're the hunter. When you learn to stand up for yourself and be stand in your power. When you learn to stand in your power. The elements came through. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of Mother. True harmony awaits you. Mother Earth is your friend. You are a part of her. She's a part of you. All of us, part of all of us. We are of the Earth. As well as the stars. We're a combination of both, which makes us really special. And you as a star seed, it makes you even more special that you connect with Mother Earth because it's harder for you to make that connection because there's so much energy from higher realms. And somehow, I don't know what I did with this last card, but let me pull the last card. Wealth. Abundance and entitlement. Make sure that you don't feel entitled, that you share the abundance that you have. You share the love, the light that you have, the abundance of the good things in your life, and never to feel that entitlement that some people have that I'm here on this planet, so it owes me something, because that's not true. We owe the earth and our friends and our community something. So it's important to remember the abundance comes with love and being with a community and sharing your gifts and whatever you have, however small it may be, with those that have maybe less than you. So I hope those cards resonated. And okay. And then we have Sweet Denise. Okay.
I can tell you what I have gotten.
Please.
Just thinking about it.
I'm trying to find it again.
It's not too far up. Anyway, it says that she took early retirement. Right. And and I understand why it scares you. I'm wondering, I don't know what grade you taught, because, sometimes if it's a little school, it's everybody and they become your kids. I'm speaking from experience here. And sometimes it's just 3 or 4 grades, but you get close to them. And the feeling that I'm getting is that energy that you're feeling is somebody who really, really was close to you. They're no longer here. They're attaching to you because they felt safe with you. And I'm also getting that all you need to do is help them over to the other side because they don't know how to get there. So you just need to help them make the crossing, and then they won't scare you. They're scaring you because they're hanging on to you. You were one of the stable things in their lives.
That's what I'm actually getting. It's a student that she had in the past.
That's what I get. Yes.
And yeah, that's what I got with my pendulum.
Yeah.
What about you, Juno?
Well, I was also looking. Did you see her other comment?
Yeah, but okay, yeah, I was going to address that.
What's the other one?
Okay. Oh. I just,
damn, I lost it. Well, hang on. The first responder.
Yeah. God bless you.
I've been first responder to 3 families who, oh my God, I've been wanting signs.
My heart goes out to you. I've
I'm
been in
so
similar
sorry.
shoes, but not to that degree, and it's not easy. The first card I got, interestingly, was martyr. You know, do you feel like because you've been put in this position? I mean, to have to deal with one of those in a lifetime is more than a person should have to go through, much less 3.
Yeah.
And it can make you feel like, you know, a martyr. You know, she's got her candles there, like she's got her all these things, all these
Altar, like an altar.
like she's carrying her altar with her. So this is a burden that you're carrying. You know, you're feeling this a lot, which anyone would. And the next card I got was personality. So this person is really, I mean, he's laughing, but he doesn't
He's
look
scary looking.
yeah.
I was going to say, I got the impression that was, if you can remember somebody who had that kind of facial expression, that's the person.
Well, this is somebody who's not in good control of their emotions.
Yeah.
Which is how people get to where, you know, things happen. So they're telling me that there's a reason why they all chose you to find them. And as gruesome as that might sound, it was because it helped them. You were actually helping them.
Yeah.
In that, you know, it's a horrible honor to have, right? But in a way, you know, focus on the good part of that somebody, you know, that your energy was drawn to be there at those times to be there. So, and then here we go again, location. You know, somebody looking out from under a table, you know, somebody who felt really oppressed by life, or, you know, wasn't able to really show who they really were, because they were afraid maybe of how they would be treated if they did speak up. So, you know, I just feel a lot of this kind of unsettled energy. And then the last card I got was witch, and I don't see this as a bad thing when I'm sitting here and we're all sitting here wearing our witchy hats, right? You know, but, you know, she's on her broom, she's flying above it all. She's honoring that she is who she is, and she is able to see things and hear things and feel things and also be of help to people. So, you know, there is a way for you to get through this and over this, but I'm not saying that it'll be easy, because I know that it won't be. But
God bless you, Denise.
Yeah. I honor you that you've gone through those experiences.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks rocks. That does. Well, ladies, I think we've come to the end of our show, and we've gone over, actually. You guys, if you haven't, please hit the button and notifications, and subscribe if you like what you saw here today. We'd really be appreciative.
And thumbs up.
And yes, hit those thumbs up button, please. We've got Valerie next weekend to talk about the new moon, even though we just finished the full moon in a moment. Puppy's wanting to go out. And then, like I said, Tuesday, we're going to talk about women empowering women. I think that's so important right now. And Juno, I hope you'll come back and play again.
Sure. Love to. Thank you for inviting me.
You bet. Anytime. And until then, everybody, take some self-care time.
Yeah.
And enjoy
and vote
out and vote, and enjoy this witchy season. It's my favorite time of year. My birthday's next week. And so I love the fall. And I was born a witch. That's just the way it is.
Oh, and tomorrow is Kamala's birthday.
Everybody wish Kamala a happy birthday, please.
Right.
And go give some mother.
Sorry, I said it wrong, Kamala. I fixed it.
It's hard.
It's because you hear it both ways so much, you know.
I know, exactly. It's hard. But I love her. I can't wait for her to be our next president. And that's all I'll say. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Until then, everybody have a wonderful evening and rest of your weekend. And hopefully we'll get to see you on Tuesday. Until then, nighty-night.
Bye.